Live from Ferndale, Michigan, it's the Dino Show, and here's Dino!
Thank you. Okay, all right, that's enough. Hi, I'm Dino, and welcome to the Dino Show. It's at that time of year, you guys, and you know, it's February, it's January, it's cold, it's crappy outside, it's gray and icky, and everybody I seem to talk to these days is feeling sick. And I can't help but to think the same way myself. So the other day, you know, I'm feeling run down, went over to see my doctor, and I said, hey doc, you know, I get up every morning, I go to the bathroom, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong? He says, I don't know, but your eyesight's perfect. Your eyesight's perfect. Is this thing on? No. Anyway, we got a great show for you today. We're going to talk about the Ferndale Blues Festival. In Ferndale, the Bud Light Blues Festival happens every year. There's a big barbecued rib cook-off. Come on down and enjoy it, but we're going to have some great guests to talk about it. Marty O'Neill from State Farm, last year's champion. Former Mayor and County Commissioner Craig Covey will be here, as well as other guests and fun goodies. And we'll be right back after this poorly chosen video cutoff. Welcome back to the Dino Show, and you know, this coming week we have the Blues Festival in Ferndale. It runs January 28th through February 5th. Many venues, many blues shows going on around town. The event is basically for the charities, which is the Ferndale Youth Assistance and the Michigan AIDS Coalition, raising money for both of those. So when you go to these events, you're going to see these pigs. These little plastic piggy banks. Feel free to drop a couple coins in there, maybe fold up something, you know, give to the Ferndale Youth Assistance and the Michigan AIDS Coalition, as well as the City of Ferndale, who I want to thank for helping us put this on. And at Dino's, what we like to do, we like to have a good time with this. For your $1, we're going to actually give you a little paper pig and some crayons or some markers to color your pig and decorate it. And I just wanted to pull some down because they're so creative, and some of the people have such a good time with this. I wanted to show you a couple. First we have Justin Scott. Justin made the puzzled pig. It is a pig puzzle. Lots of colors. I think Justin might have been a little puzzled. What do you think? But it looks good. I mean, this is a sign of the creativity. Jessica Potvin. Creative. Yes, Potvin, perfect name. She did the Spartans for medical marijuana. Potvin, Jessica, very, very cute. I can't imagine any other Spartans, though, being for medical marijuana. What do you think? Joe Cart, a regular here at Dino's, isn't a big fan of pigs, so he made his pig into a cow. It's the moo pig, brown spotted piggy cow. Good stuff, Joe. This one's for the military men out there that are guarding our country and fighting abroad. This comes from Corporal Brent McMullen from the U.S. Army, and it is the private pig. Private piggy. Looks very creative. This Brent, you must be an artist too, because the camouflage looks really good, and yeah, it's definitely a private. Actually, this says USMC on it, so this must be a Marine Corps pig. Good stuff. And then Ray Straight. So he did Porky Pig, and Porky seems to be farting. Nice fart from Porky Pig. Porky Pig. From the Diablos. What's happening, John? You know, Ron, hey, you know what? We got to cut the break, and thanks for stopping by, but if you don't mind having a seat and sticking around, I'd like to talk to you.
Not at all, man. I'd love to chat.
All right, well, we'll be right back with Johnny Evans from the Howling Diablos right after this. Johnny Evans from the Howling Diablos. What's happening, John?
Good to see you, Dino. Just dropping by to
You just
hang
happened
out.
to be walking down the
Just
street
happened to be
your...
practicing over here on the corner, you know, and I noticed the lights, and I thought I'd come by and do the hang.
Nice, nice. Are you making any money out there?
Oh, tons, man.
Tons?
Tons.
A little
yeah.
cold outside for the
Yeah, it
saxophone.
is.
Your
Yeah,
lips
it
get
is.
stuck to that thing by any chance?
No. I keep it warm. Keep it warm.
Johnny Evans is the saxophone player for the Howling Diablos, a mainstay in the Detroit music scene for many years. The Diablos, I'm sure you've heard of them, are playing here for the Blues Festival. Actually, they're here Sunday, January 30th for a Bears Den reunion.
Yeah, it's
type of
going
a
to be a Sunday night, and for many years we did this great club up in Berkeley, where one of the first times you ever saw us was up at the Bears Den on Sunday nights.
Big
we did
bear
it for
at the
many
front
years.
door was
Big
kind of
white
cool.
bear, and it was a great place, and we have played there for many years, and you know, developed quite a following over there, and you know, we look to kind of bring it back here, and you know, we enjoy the Blues Festival in Ferndale a lot. I mean, outside of raising money for the AIDS and the Utes of Ferndale, you know, there's a ton of musicians out, so it's a good opportunity
Right.
to hear a bunch of guys, you know, that you're not normally going to hear, you know, in little clubs like this.
You've been a big part of this for almost every year that I've had it.
Yeah.
And you've been outside in the barbecue tent that we
Right.
have on the last day.
Right.
I think it was a little too cold for you, so you said, "Can we go inside next year?"
It's brutal playing. You never know. It can be brutal. It can be like 5 below zero out there.
Right.
You know, and it's been cold lately, but you know, we're looking forward to playing inside. The band is great. You know, you got Tino on vocals, and you got Ferndale resident Mo Hollis on bass.
Right.
Evil E, Eric Gustafson on guitar, who's fantastic.
He's cool.
And the amazing Johnny Bedanjic on drums. You know, one of the greatest rock drummers of all time. I mean,
Johnny
he's
B,
gonna blow
right?
the roof off of this place. Yeah.
He's a great person to watch too. He's good people watching,
Oh, no
isn't
doubt,
he?
no doubt.
He's one of the coolest cats around town.
He's an artist too, and B's going to be having his work in the Dirty Show next weekend too. So keep an eye out for that. He's
Dirty Show.
He's a great painter, you know, and he's also a dirty guy. So you know, you can check
Speaking
it out.
of other shows, other than the Blues Festival, are you guys slated for any gigs here in the next couple of weeks that we might want to know
We're going
about?
to be playing at the Winter Blast on February 12th, downtown tent from like 7 to 9 or something like that. So look for us at the Winter Blast.
All right. Well, you know, John, it's always a good time to see you, man, and I appreciate you coming by. And
Dino,
looking
great to
forward
see
to
you too,
seeing you
man.
Sunday. And you know, maybe we'll step outside for a cigarette and do some more chatting after.
You
I'm
can't
done.
smoke inside here?
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's a restaurant right now. No,
All
you
right,
can't
Dino.
smoke inside.
Great
All
to
right.
see you, pal.
Take it easy, Johnny.
forward to the show.
Everybody, Johnny Evans from the Howling Diablos. We'll be back right after this. And we're back. I'm Dino, and you're watching The Dino Show. Our next guest is a two-time champion of our annual Rock and Blues Barbecue Rib Burn-Off here in Ferndale, and also entrepreneur and insurance man extraordinaire here in Ferndale. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Marty O'Neill. Hey, Marte.
How are you?
Good. What's it? Whoa, look at the hardware.
Check those
man.
guys out.
Wow. No
Huh?
kidding. Let's give me a little pause
Good to see
there,
ya.
man. Good to see you.
I'm a big fan of your show.
Oh, no shit. No shit. I guess I could say shit, right?
Can you say that?
Yeah, I guess I can. This is on cable.
You're very striking in person.
As you are,
Thank
man.
you, I try.
You know, I hate to say it, but you look like an insurance guy.
I know. I call this my costume.
Your costume?
My insurance costume.
It's far from what we see you in at the barbecue.
Yeah, I'm a little bit usually covered in rib sauce and maybe a little beer.
Maybe a little beer?
Little beer.
Wow. Well,
So, it's a great day.
Isn't it a great day?
Yeah.
And you've won now. 2 years ago, you won the People's Choice Award,
That
correct?
is correct. The people of Ferndale and surrounding areas said our ribs were the best.
All right, and then last year you were actually the overall champion,
That's right, the
dubbed by
judges.
the judges, which
Right.
That's the big trophy. That's
Right.
this one.
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty trophy.
We're proud of it.
I'm proud that you got it. Now you've been in Ferndale for a while now, and you and I have been friends for a long time, so
Yeah.
we know all about each other. But you decidedly got involved in the rib cook-off a couple years ago.
Someone called me.
Yeah, I think it was me, right? Hey, Marty, you know how to cook?
Yeah.
I need
Do you have 5 friends that can you cook?
And you got involved with, who else is on your team?
A lot of my longtime buddies. I've got Bill Bigley, Rick Robinson, Brian Sullivan, Mark Plunky, and Steve Kives.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Is Steve Kives coming this year?
Steve Kives is coming. We're dragging him out this year.
Is he going to put like foot warmers in his shoes or something?
Yeah, he was a little bit of a baby last year, but
last year was beautiful outside. It was 40 degrees and sunny, as opposed
better than
to,
a lot of years.
Yeah, no kidding. Now your recipe, I'm guessing, is a top secret thing, but
we don't share that.
You don't share it at all.
No.
You want to tell us about your ribs? Maybe what would you do to describe the flavor of your barbecue?
Yeah, they've been described as having a kind of a smoky / sweet taste to them. It's a unique combination. When you called me a couple years ago, the first thing we did is made some phone calls and got some advice. So we talked to a lot of people who know about ribs, and they gave us a little bit of advice, and so we went with that, and we kind of work on the fly. We taste them as we go, and so
a little beer for the ribs, a little beer for you guys.
The first ones are never very good, but by the end of the day, we got it figured out.
They're delicious. I'll be the first one to tell you guys that the ribs from all the teams are really good. To win this competition is quite a feat because the competition is very, very stiff. Now, aside from being a terrific rib chef that your team is, you also are here locally, a businessman with State Farm, a State Farm insurance agency.
Right.
Tell us about that, where you're located, and what you guys do.
We've been here 5 years, and if you know Dino's, you can pretty much hit a pitching wedge, at least a good hitter like you can, to my place from Dino's. We specialize in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, life insurance, full-fledged State Farm agency. We love Ferndale.
You're a big community guy in Ferndale, and you have been since you came.
Not as big as you, but we're trying. So yeah, we like Ferndale.
I have more time on my hands than you do.
I don't
You
know
insurance
about
guys
that.
work your butt off, man. Well, great, man. I wish you luck this year, and I'm looking forward to getting the groups together. This barbecue, you can smell from 696. You can smell it from miles away as long as the wind's blowing right. And you guys come on down and try Marty's ribs. And what is the team name, by the way?
State Farm Hogs.
The State Farm Hogs. I can't imagine anything better than that, right? The pigs. Come in and join us for the Ferndale Barbecued Rib Burnout 4. It is February 5th, Saturday afternoon from noon till 9. There'll be lots of entertainment, lots of ribs. It's a $10 cover. You get to eat all the ribs, including Marty's and the other teams involved. And Marty, thanks for coming down and sharing some time with us and spending a couple hours at Dino's. And maybe we can sit down and have a beer after we're done shooting today.
Deal.
What do you think? All
Thanks,
right?
Dean.
All right, thank you. Marty O'Neill, thank you very much. And we'll be back after this. And that's our show for tonight. Make sure that you do check out the Bud Light Ferndale Blues Festival, which begins Friday, January 28th and runs through February 5th, which is a Saturday. You can go to ferndalefilmfestival.org for more information. You can also check out dinoslounge.com for information on the Blues Festival. And, make sure you check it out. It'll be a good time. Get yourself out of the house. Thank you to my guests, Marty O'Neill from State Farm and champion of the Blues Rib Cook-Off, which, by the way, is February 5th. And the surprise guest, Johnny Evans from the Howling Diablos. Good job, Johnny. I apologize, Craig Covey couldn't make it today. Commissioner Covey was indisposed and couldn't be on the show, but he'll be on the next one. Thank you to M1 Studios for providing me with the production for this little show, and I hope to see you guys next month on Facebook.